The so-called early phase ranges from the end of the evacuation of Pripyat to the end of the construction of the sarcophagus around the reactor in November 1986, 7 months in total. This phase included the largest group of liquidators, numbering in the hundreds of thousands, many of them conscripted or forced to participate.
Incoming message from Commodore Tai.
Hello, this is Commodore Tai calls, and let's continue our look at the events that happened in Chernobyl. Now, for this mini-series, we're going to go to part 4, the happiness of all mankind. We begin with the army rounding up all the civilians.
Let's go.
And they're decontaminating the whole area. But it's still not enough. They are also drafting civilians into the army to help clean this up. So one of them, Pavel, is paired with a veteran of the Soviet Afghan War, Bacho, and their job is to patrol the zone and kill the stray animals.
They're happy to see you. They run right up to you. Bang. You load the bodies on a truck, dump them in a pit, bury them in concrete, and then we drink.
And they talk about the rules and everything, and he's given a lead-lined cup to protect his junk.
These from lead scrap. Put it on under your balls.
Now?
No, you can wait until the radiation gives you a cunt. Yes, now. Over your clothes. Fucking shit.
So they go off and do their business. At one point, Pavel runs across a stray dog with puppies. And it's a heartbreaking scene, especially for animal lovers. And Bacho knows this, so he sends Pavel away, and he does the deed.
Go.
As well, they're starting to clean up the plant because they believe it's an embarrassment that it's still uncovered and spewing out radiation. So they get these robots to clear out some of the levels where the robots can handle the radiation, but they have one level that nothing can survive up there. They do get a West German police bot, and it fails.
Did you lose the signal?
It's not a signal, it's the vehicle. It's dead.
And they thought, oh no, it's gonna withstand the radiation. No, it won't, because they decided to give them the propaganda number instead of the real number.
They told the Germans that the highest detected level of radiation was 2,000 Roentgen. They gave them the propaganda number. That robot was never going to work.
But at the end of the day, they had to get people up there to remove it so they can seal this up.
They want us to clean it up, and we have entrusted you with this serious task. Because of the nature of the working area, you will each have no more than 90 seconds to solve this problem.
So they gather a force of over 3,000 liquidators to clean up the roof by hand. And the shot that they do is all in one take, and it can just the motion, no cuts, no edits, no nothing. It's pure gold. And it just shows you the anxiety that these people had going up onto this roof. And they actually did that. There is footage of them doing this.
To run onto the roof, throw as much radioactive debris and dust onto a shovel as they could carry, run to the side and lob it over the edge, then make a dash for the interior and hope for safety.
And the one that we were following for the 90 seconds that they were allowed up there almost gets trapped up on the roof, but manages to get off, but he realized he nicked his protective gear. So, he done. Yelena is discovering more and more about what's been happening because she's been in the Moscow archives and also confronts a recovering Dyatlov.
There's no truth. Ask the bosses whatever you want, you'll get the lie. And I will get the bullet.
Yes, Dyatlov managed to survive this, whereas Toptonov, Akimov, and a bunch of other workers did not. As well, we get the other two talking to Yelena away from all the KGB bugs and say that they must testify as experts during the trial of Dyatlov and the other two, and that Legasov will address the International Atomic Energy Agency about this. Dyatlov reveals an article about an identical incident that happened at another nuclear power plant in 1975.
1975 at an RBMK reactor at Leningrad, a fuel channel ruptured. The operators pressed AZ5, but instead of the power going down immediately, for a brief moment, it went up.
But it was suppressed, of course, by the KGB. And she wants them to bring this out, but they can't because of government reprisal.
The Kremlin, 10 years ago. There could be no doubt about the supremacy of the Soviet nuclear industry.
And that's how this episode is. It's still very emotional. Like, we see the killing of animals, and the one woman that was pregnant, her baby dies during childbirth.
I've been looking in on his widow. She gave birth. A girl. The baby lived for 4 hours. They said the radiation would have killed the mother, but the baby absorbed it instead.
I said in the last episode, okay, I understood that she wanted to be with her husband, but everyone was telling her to leave for her own safety, and yet she continued to stay, which caused the life of her baby and essentially the last remnants of her husband. So, another heartfelt episode, but more informative about the stuff that they did after the fact.
Someone has to start telling the truth.
So, we got one episode left, and it's gonna be of the information that they've collected. So for your Commodore, Ty Coles, live long and prosper, hailing frequencies closed.
Thank you for watching the video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, watch one of my many other videos, and if you like what you see, you can support the channel by donating to my PayPal.
So, for Commodore Ty, live long and prosper all, and for now, until next time, the hailing frequencies are closed.